Okay, welcome to my train wreck. And this is going to be I think, a relatively short episode. But I couldn't finish my episode this week because it didn't want to finish. It's weird, and I'll explain that in a little bit of a second. But if you're interested in watching behind the scenes, what's kind of going on here as I do this, stick around because I'm just gonna put it out there. It's all weird, and I feel embarrassed even to do this. No, I actually don't. That's the funny thing is I don't feel embarrassed. I don't feel like I failed. I don't feel like anything. And one of my worst fears was doing something like this where it's just a stupid episode. But you know what? I'm going to do it. So if you're interested in hearing about it, stick around. I'm Michael Kowal, and welcome to my world. Let me tell you, the episode that I had planned was spectacular. I'll tell you, I had, Roman legions and everything. No, it's, I sit there, and what ends up happening in the beginning of the week, and this is just true confession for all of this stuff. In the beginning of the week, I plan out what I want to shoot for the week. And I have actually a series of kind of like 3 or 4 maybe videos in this following Your Dreams series that I'm doing right now to introduce that. And it was funny because I had this, did the one last week on, it's up there, the 5 important reasons to follow your dream. And that one worked out good. The funny thing was I shot that in one take, just sat down there and did it, and it just flowed right out of me, which was fantastic. I love when that happens. Occasionally I'll do episodes where, it's just, I have to work at it, or it doesn't work one day, so I have to shoot another day, when it kind of happens. Because what I like to do in these episodes is I like to kind of like be in the spur of the moment as I do it. I outline things to begin with, or kind of have talking points, and I know roughly what's going to happen with it. But I like the life that happens when you're just doing it spur of the moment, and you just kind of allow things to happen and bubble up and come out. So that's what I try to do in every episode now. But boy, it wasn't happening this week. It was a little bit, but the funny thing is I had everything all planned, and I started shooting. Today is Saturday. I started shooting on Thursday, and it just wasn't happening. And then all day today hasn't been happening. And it's late at night right now. And it's funny because my intuition has told me that, no, you'll get an episode. Keep shooting. And I follow my intuition completely. And so just a few minutes ago, I sat there and, for about the 15,000th try, tried to do my main episode, and it wasn't working. And finally I says, the hell with it. Let me just talk about the train wreck, And now normally I would never do anything like this because I want to put out good content, and I want to think things through. I like to understand things. I like to present stuff so that it makes sense to people, to everybody. And because I like stuff to make sense for myself. But this whole episode never made sense, at least in the execution of it. So I honestly don't feel stupid right now, which is wonderful. I don't feel like a failure. I don't feel like anything else. I'm pretty neutral about it, and I'm going to put this out, even though this is probably going to suck. But I figured it was a great way for you to see, that sometimes your dreams don't happen, or at least the way you want, or on your way to fulfilling your dreams, that stuff just doesn't happen. And you don't have to. Well, number one, you don't have to beat up on yourself. You can actually have fun with it. Number two, you can actually put out your mistakes, okay? If you're afraid like me of basically kind of, what's a classic, dream where you sit there and all of a sudden you're in the dream and you find that you're naked in front of, a lot of people, that you don't know or whatever. And that's the biggest fear in life, is exposing yourself. Well, I'm exposing myself here and how stupid this whole thing is, just to, in a way, tell you it's okay. Be stupid. Put out your stuff. Put out your work. Whatever your dream is, don't hold stuff back. Just let it out there and have fun with it. And occasionally put out the bad crap, because it helps us all to realize that no one is perfect. No one's going to be good all the time. And, sometimes you need to just kind of like screw up. And so I'm doing it publicly for everyone to watch. And it's actually kind of fun. It's freeing in a way. I suppose it'll never be as bad as this. But yeah, so I ended up, I was shooting, tonight, and finally got late. And so this is what's happened, this result that's going on right now. And so I don't know, maybe that's enough for right now. But I guess it is interesting to me that I can be completely honest here. And I try to be in all of my episodes. I try to, talk about the things that really have worked for me. But the idea to just be completely honest and open when I screw up is a new concept for me. And that's why I think this is pretty wonderful, at least for me. Try it yourself. You're really going to like it, believe me. But yeah, keep going on your dreams. Sometimes it doesn't happen. And that's quite okay. And actually, it's all right. And it's okay to be you. It's okay to be kind of naked in front of people. It's okay to show your flaws. It's okay to show your mistakes. It's okay to be who you are. And this is who I am. I always want to be perfect, but I'm learning not to be. I'm learning to have fun and to play. I am learning not to be so tight in my butt. And believe me, this is not being completely untight in my butt to even do this and to put it out. And I am damn well going to put it out because it feels right to do. So in the end, when my intuition said, I can't even remember if I mentioned this or not, but it's like my intuition said that, no, you're going to get an episode, because usually I would stop by now and say, no, let me try it tomorrow. And my intuition was right. So follow your intuition, follow your heart as you go along, make mistakes, be public with the mistakes, and you're going to get a lot more confidence in yourself. You're going to have a hell of a lot more fun. And I'm also praying that next week I'm going to get this episode done that I wanted to do, because it's really good. I mean, it's awesome. It's all about following your dreams and the way you can actually, how to follow them. I mean, that's what this thing is about. And it was so great. In my intro, I gotta mention this. In my intro, I actually said for the thing, I says, my intuition is telling me that this is probably one of the more important videos that I make, which was about the subject that I want to talk about. Maybe I'll do it next week. But maybe in the end, this is the actual video that is the most important one for me to make. Maybe one of the most important ones, and maybe not for viewing by people, but it's probably the most important one that I make for myself. And in the end, that can only make everyone a lot better. So hope your week is going great. Have a great week. Go out and live a slow motion train wreck. Follow your dreams. Be who you are completely and utterly. Never apologize for that. Live your magic and have yourself a wonderful damn week. I love you.